going on, guys? It's Cliffy here. Welcome back to another Don Bradman Cricket 14 My Career Reborn video. Today we are taking on the Sunrisers Hyderabad in round 3 of the Indian Premier League. And before we do go and get any further, let's see if we can smash 50 likes on this video. So remember, hit that like button. If you are new, please do hit the subscribe button. But anyway, Darwan and Warner have got the Sunrisers off to an incredible start. They were 90 for none after 10 overs. We are coming in. We've got our 4 overs left to bowl. Probably going to look at bowling them on the trot. And hopefully we will be able to chase down the runs as well with the bat. Hopefully in these last 10 can be better than the first 10, because it looked like the bowlers were just getting absolutely tapped around. And we've done pretty well so far. We've got 4 dot balls, and that is exactly what we want to do. That's what we want to keep seeing. Again, I just want to say a huge thank you, just for the support lately. It's been absolutely incredible. The likes you guys have been putting on the videos is top notch. An international cricket captain video that went live, I think on Friday or I think it was Thursday maybe. Absolutely incredible. 1,500 views already, and it hasn't even been a day. Over 1,000 views in a day. Absolutely incredible. I cannot remember the last time one of my videos did that. So thank you for that. And subscribers as well. We did recently pass, I think 2 or 3 days ago, past 8,000, and we're just continuing to tick along. So that is a huge, it just feels really good. It's a feel-good factor, and I really do have to stop bowling on the pads to Davey Warner, because he has put me away 2 balls in a row there now, and he is too good of a player to do that too. He's got 50 off just 32 deliveries. That run rate has snuck back up above 9, and we are going to have to go. That's the ball we're looking for. That one that's a little bit wider than, I guess, what we had been bowling to Warner. It was good to Darwan, the line that we were bowling. But to Warner, not quite so much. So speaking of Warner, he was in action last night, the first game of the Chappell-Hadley series. Australia were 4 for 92 at one stage. Finchy made a golden duck. I'm just trying to think. Warner made, I think he made like a quick fire 30 before he went to the debutant Lockie Ferguson, who is a New Zealander I was impressed with. His speed obviously was good. Accuracy and consistency probably not what we would have liked, but obviously his first one-day international game, it is hard to get that. There's a lot of nerves. Playing away from home as well, but was constantly hitting 150 Ks, which really I think is what we have been missing. Probably in all 3 formats. We had Adam Milne for a while. Obviously he is injured, I believe, or he's had his injury worries. But yeah, hopefully Lockie Ferguson is able to stay fit, and between him and Adam Milne, we do have that speedster, especially in the limited overs forms of the game. Because when you look at it, when you look at the bowling attack, obviously Matt Henry, Tim Southey, Trent Boult, all very similar bowlers. They bowl around that 135, can get it up to 140. A little bit of swing, a little bit of seam, but they are very consistent. So it is nice to have someone, the likes of a Lockie Ferguson or the likes of an Adam Milne who can get up there, get it to 150. And we get an outside edge and a nice wee take there from Suresh Raina, who is actually keeping in MS Dhoni's absence. So that's not the worst thing in the world. We could have a worse player, I believe, keeping, but Suresh Raina, very good fielder, and hopefully he continued to do this here. So we've got that, and what that has done, that has brought 2 new players to the crease, which I am quite happy about. We have slowed it down a little bit. Not going to bowl our full 4 overs here today, but I think it is going to be very hard. Not hard, but it's going to be, I'm trying to think of the word, but I just can't think of it. It's going to be probably a bit of a challenge, I'd say, to get through our 4 overs in this Chennai team, because there are so many all-round options that we can go with. Obviously, we're batting at number 6. I believe we've got Dwayne Bravo at number 5, a very good T20 bowler. I think one of the top T20 bowlers in the world when it comes to wickets taken. Obviously, Ashwin at 7. Then we've got the other bowlers at 8, 9, 10, and 11. So there are plenty of options if things don't go our way. But we've got to be happy so far. 1 for 13 off 2.5 overs. The last ball coming up there now, and it is going to be a dot. So we finished with a wicket maiden, and Sunrisers were going with a hiss and a roar, but we have gone and pulled them back. Now back to that Chappell-Hadley game. Obviously Lockie Ferguson not scoring those runs, sorry, bowling 150 Ks plus, which is exactly what you want, and I'm not too sure what that safe hands trophy is, especially if I've only just got it. which is, yeah, as I said, a little bit strange for that to pop up. But Steve Smith, how good was he last night? 164, now holds the record for the highest score at the SCG. Overtook de Villiers' 162 not out that he had against West Indies, that whirlwind innings in the World Cup of 2015. But he now holds the highest score. Travis Head pitched in with a handy 50. Matty Wade also scored some runs down at the end. I think George Bailey was strangled down the leg side. Got caught. Very good catch by BJ Watling. Don't get me wrong. Great catch. So Neesham picked up a couple. I think Matt Henry picked up a couple. Trent Bolt picked up a couple. So it was really an all-round performance by the New Zealanders with the ball. However, they were just patchy in a lot of stages. They were rusty in the field, it looked like. And it really did show. Obviously, Australia did well to get where they got to. They scored 325, I believe. Was the end total that they got. But in all honesty, the way that they were, obviously 92 for 4, you don't really think that a team should get to that score in that situation. You know, you should be able to go and strangle the players in the middle overs, which is what New Zealand did not do, and that is why obviously we saw such a big score. That partnership between Smith and Travis Head really did get Australia back into the game big time, and then Steve Smith did just have some good support going around. New Zealand in reply fell about 90 runs short off the top of my head. I think we scored about 250 or so. Guppy scoring 100, which was good to see. Tommy Latham, he didn't make many. He went out very early on. I think definitely for a duck. I'm not sure if it was a first ball duck, a golden duck, or whatever. But very early on in the piece, Williamson did a little cameo innings. I think he got to about 20 or so before going and not getting himself out, but I think he got out to, who was it? I think it was Josh Hazlewood. Josh Hazlewood getting a little bit of movement. Edge one to Steve Smith. Another good catch from Steve Smith. I can't remember who his Superman one was to get rid of, but that was something else. And you know, when you score those runs and when that happens, you just know it's your day. When you go full dive, you know, full extension of the arm, and you go and it just sticks, you know it is your day. And that's a difference. I think the fielding in this game was the difference between the New Zealanders and the Australians. Steve Smith was put down, I believe, twice on his way to 162. Was it? No, 164, sorry. He was put down twice. The first one, a relatively easily catch down to, I think it was either mid-on or mid-off, to Matt Henry, but that was dropped. The second one, I believe, was to Colin Munro. That was a little bit more difficult, but again, as an international cricketer, you probably expect him to go and take that one there. So it could have been a whole lot different. There was a review as well with Smith that was turned down. And I honestly do not know what I am trying to do there. With the leg spinning ball, it was the wrong in from Karan Sharma. And it has just gone and rocketed into my off stump. But I honestly do not know what I was doing with that. I was at all sorts with the bat, to be honest. 8 off 8. And I don't think we are going to get anywhere near this total that has been set by the Sunrisers Hyderabad. So I believe we go 1-1. I can't actually remember. All the videos, they just seem to merge into one, it seems. But I believe we did win our first game. So we go 1-1. 1 for 13 for us with the ball off 3 overs. Not bad. The batting was a little bit suspect coming in at number 6. So hopefully we can work on that in the coming games. But anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap things up here. Do hope you've enjoyed this video. This has been Cliffy, your King of Career Mode, signing out.